The Dallas Talons sit alone atop the Great East Conference with a 7-2 record, but the conditions for an easy victory tonight are far from ideal, with consistent and driving winds. Who will weather the weather best tonight? The Denver Avengers are in full rebuild mode, trading for pieces from San Jose and Houston, hoping to revive their season. Tonight's opponent, the Milwaukee Stags, also in need of a bounce back after a humbling primetime loss to the Talons. And Motor City lost to San Jose last week at the buzzer. Can they sink the Sharks out of the playoff picture tonight, or does Florida have one last playoff push in them? We'll watch it all tonight in the Virtual Zone. Week 11 continues right here on VFN. Sit back and enjoy the glory of 3 times the football as 90 minutes of UFL football starts right now, and our first kickoff comes from Denver, followed by Daytona Beach, followed by Montana. Kick it, we are underway. Welcome everybody, I am UFL co-founder Cameron Irvine, and here with you on another excellent night of game night action. A lot of storylines to get to, a lot of headlines tonight as these teams get in action. We have 2 of the lone one-win teams left standing playing right now. The 1-8 Sharks, the 1-8 Avengers, 8-8, definitely could make the playoffs. 7-9 would be an almost impossible task, and the teams would have to win 6 straight. So Denver and Florida hanging on by a thread here tonight, hoping that they get a spark out of their squads tonight. Florida is in the blue and yellow this evening. Motor City in the all whites with the blue lids. Denver is in their green silver. Milwaukee in the all whites with the red helmets. Dallas has the silver tops, silver pants, and white jerseys, while Montana is blue, white this evening. Montana is 5.5-point underdogs at home against Dallas. Denver 2.5-point underdogs against Milwaukee after they only lost to Salt Lake last week by 8 points. And Florida a 3.5-point dog to Motor City. Their problem has been they just cannot score. As we settle in and get to some of the headlines, as that pass was almost caught off the deflection for Milwaukee. Adam Wiseman starts 0 for 2. And the Stags will have to punt it away on their opening possession. We'll talk about what these teams improved coming in to the night as we roll along. So stay tuned, get those bingo cards ready, and we'll see who gets our first points of the night. Same cards as the other day, Robert. Want Mississippi, think outside the box. Robert and others in the house as Joe Francis tries to go long on 3rd down and 12. And Francis is going to be sacked. What else is new for the Florida Sharks offense, who is last in the league in points per game? Milwaukee's punt will die just inside the end zone. Florida takes a sack. Ron Haynes is in the house. He is ready to go tonight.
Here we go.
There you see Derek Jackson for the Denver Avengers, the former quarterback of the San Jose Outlaws. Derek Jackson making his first start in a Denver uniform today. Jackson this season as the starter in San Jose played 4 games. He had just 1 interception and 4 touchdowns. And his first pass is complete for a 7-yard pickup. Dallas is driving down the field. That's Rashad Lockley with that last catch. A couple of trades that went down involving Denver this week. The Avengers got Derek Jackson and free safety Donovan Rucker from San Jose. In exchange, they sent Nate Hall and Blue Crush to the Outlaws. San Jose is in primetime tomorrow, a special primetime doubleheader against the Dakota Rhinos. That should be a fascinating game in the first of 2 games of our doubleheader. I will be on the call with Charles Doherty. That is Tuesday night. Also later on this evening, Rene Leon was traded from Denver to Houston. Leon this season with 500 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. Devin Sparks, who saw his playing time dwindle despite his talent in Houston, is the man heading to Denver and playing for the Avengers today. Dallas is our first team in the red zone. They are making quick work of this as Motor City is backed up in their own end with a 3rd down and long coming up. Third down and 6 for Jack Brown and Motor City. He stands in the pocket, delivers a beautiful ball to the 31. Derek Jackson is off and running for Denver, and Dallas has a 10-yard touchdown. A walk-in score for the Dallas Talons, and they made that look far too easy against the Montana Grizzlies on their opening drive. Untouched into the end zone for the score. Rob Noel on the carry for the Avengers up to the Milwaukee 30-yard line. That's his first carry of the drive for 11 yards. And the Avengers looking strong on their opening drive against Milwaukee. The extra point for Dallas is good. They go up 7-0. Motor City has gotten out of their own end. Jack Brown is 2 for 2 for 35 yards. Hawkins has both receptions. Their unclaimed wide receiver 3, Leventris Hawkins. Let's go to Denver, where Derek Jackson, wearing number 10, takes over the offense, and he's 3 for 3 for 35 yards. So Denver's wide receivers are now Patrick Anderson, Devin Sparks, and Dante Durham. Leon was their tallest receiver by far, but they no longer have a receiver taller than 6'2" on the roster. Dan Dickerson with a sack. Rob Noel's got a first down, and Denver's in the red zone on their opening possession. Blake Green is the quarterback for Montana. Green getting his 5th start as the quarterback of Montana, the longest tenured quarterback of the season for the Silver Tips. 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, 1,240 yards for Blake Green in his 4 starts. Jack Brown is faced with a 3rd down and 14 for Motor City to try to keep the drive alive in a scoreless first quarter. Brown going to set up a screen to Jimmy Lorenzo, and Lorenzo has a first down and more down the sideline. All the way to the Florida 33-yard line. A stellar play from Jimmy Lorenzo. Lorenzo has had himself a pretty great season since taking over the starting duties in the backfield. This is his 5th start. He's averaging 4.1 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns. And for Lorenzo, that was just his 4th catch. And there goes Dallas on a pick 6. And Denver's in the end zone for a touchdown. So we got big plays all around. And there you can see Dallas with the interception. There goes Jimmy Lorenzo inside the 10. Oh my goodness. We are exploding out of the gates here. Dante Durham with the catch for Denver, and the Avengers score on their opening possession with Derek Jackson at quarterback. Dallas's pick 6 by Sheldon Hastings, and that's what the Talons did to Milwaukee last week in primetime. They jumped out on him early in the first 5 minutes of the game. Dallas has built a 14-0 lead on the road out west. And Denver goes up 7-0 with 6:36 to go in the first quarter. Trouble for Milwaukee. Let's get some numbers on those scores. It was a 10-play, 82-yard drive for the Avengers as Jack Brown is going to be sacked again back at the 16-yard line. That was a 12-yard touchdown for the Avengers. And let's see what we got on the Dallas return. It was very close to 50 yards. We'll get your official marking for that here shortly. It's 3rd down and 9 for Motor City in the red zone. That is going to be a 48-yard interception return for a score for Dallas. Jack Brown dropping back to throw, fires into the end zone. It is picked. Florida gets a stop on their on their second defensive possession. That is Harrison Quick with the interception. Florida gets a red zone stop. So the Sharks, they're pretty comfortable playing a game, this type of game. Florida has played in a lot of low-scoring affairs this season. Just to give you an idea, their last 4 games, 13-17, 16-9, 27-9, and 30-7. 3 of the 4 of those are losses. Sauce K on the carry gets it up to the 25-yard line. So Montana has dug themselves a deep hole. Jason Williams, -5 yards on his first 3 carries. Frank Bernstein in the backfield for Dallas. Montana has absolutely no momentum right now. Neither does Milwaukee, but on 3rd down and 16, that jump ball is caught for 22. First completion for Adam Wiseman, and that one goes to Fergus Henderson for the Milwaukee first down. Joe Francis has a completion up to the 35-yard line. Blake Green, deep ball is incomplete, 4th down and 15. Montana did not get any votes in to improve on the squad this week. The Montana Silvertips are reeling now, 3-6. They are in the bottom 8 in terms of league record this season. Deep ball here from Florida is incomplete. Francis starts 1 of 2. Another deep shot from Milwaukee is caught. This time it is Mike Churchill, who has come on strong in the last month of the season. A 26-yard pickup for Churchill. Milwaukee's across the 50. Montana has to punt. They go 3 and out. This game is getting ugly early for Montana, as Sauce K's got Florida up past the 40-yard line. Dallas coming off a win, the lone team in this block coming off a win. Milwaukee lost to Dallas in their last outing, and Mike Churchill's got the Stags into the red zone, so we got a lot of offense going on early on in Denver. For Milwaukee, they wanted to reshape their linebacker depth. You know, Milwaukee runs a primary 3-4, but they really do not have a ton of talent at linebacker, so they're trying to get that shaped up. Not a good opening drive for Milwaukee. They also worked on their linebackers in the progression game as well. Denver did not. Denver improved the team with a couple of trades. We'll see how it works out with Derek Jackson and Devin Sparks now on this offense, along with Rucker defensively. Rocco McLongfellow takes the carry down to the 11. He has just 1 rushing yard on 4 carries here in the first quarter. For Motor City, they boosted Lorenzo and Jack Brown. Brown has really been struggling as of late in the awareness department. And, you know, Motor City is a little sick and tired of all the east-west plays. They're trying to push the ball down the field a little bit more. Not as much of a variety in the backfield. They got plenty of speed, and just trying to open up the offense a little bit. Dallas will be faced with a 3rd down. Adam Wiseman took a sack right around the 20-yard line. Denver has the least sacks in the league coming into today at 18. So the Avengers have to feel pretty good about the way their defensive front has started, and they got another sack. Adam Wiseman has had trouble getting protected. This is Joe Francis from 48 yards out, and Francis's pass is caught for a touchdown. Mark Anthony, deep down the field, celebrates with Michael Joseph. This is what Florida has been missing. Anthony one-on-one coverage, and it looked like he grabbed it with one hand and took it away from the defender. What an unbelievable catch. The extra point is good for Florida. Milwaukee got a field goal while that excitement was going. Just the 8th touchdown pass for Joe Francis. And for Mark Anthony, it's his 3rd touchdown of the season and nearly his long. Wow, did Florida need that? And we haven't gotten to Florida's adjustments just yet. Unfortunately, oh, well, that was actually from Florida's own 48, so that goes as a 52-yard touchdown for Joe Francis. That's the 50-plus off of your You-Go cards tonight. Well, let's go to Montana, where the Silvertips have the ball, a 3rd down and 5 at their own 18. They have not managed to do much of anything here so far. The field goal for Milwaukee, unfortunately for all you You-Go players, was also 48, already off the board. But we do get the number 3 off the board. Blake Green on 3rd down just completed that, but I think it's short of the 1st down. An eligible receiver for Motor City, and yeah, 4th and inches for Montana, and backed up in their own territory. They're going to have to punt again. So Montana has had the ball 3 times. They threw a pick 6 and have had back-to-back 3-and-outs. The first quarter from hell for the Silvertips. They are down big early into the first quarter. In Florida, the Sharks lead the Mustangs 7-0.
Ready? 10 Lobo. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
So back to Florida's improvements this week. Florida had a tie, but the tie went to recoding Francis to make better decisions in the pocket. Francis had a less than ideal ability of getting rid of the ball. He's been sacked a ton, a lot of them coverage sacks. So that was fine-tuned for Francis. There was one other, but I don't want to say it. It's not in front of me. I don't want to say what it was and then misspeak. But a couple of adjustments to Francis to help him get rid of the football. Lockley makes the catch on 3rd and 6 for Dallas, but I believe he is well short of the 1st down. It's going to be holding anyway. Jack Brown is going down for the sack. Parker on a slot blitz. 4th and 22 for Motor City, another team that has struggled protecting the quarterback this season. And you might have heard me say that a lot already. Motor City has given up 39 sacks, 2nd most in the league. Denver has given up 38, 3rd most in the league. Florida has given up 34, 4th most in the league. Milwaukee has given up 32, 5th most in the league. All these teams in action tonight trying desperately to protect their quarterback. So far, so good for Denver. Derek Jackson with a lot more movement back there than Nate Hall. 2nd down and 5 yards to go for Jackson and the Avengers. Up 7-3 to start the 2nd quarter. Hand off to Rob Noel. And Rob Noel is going to be just short of the 1st down. So the two teams 1 and 8 at the bottom of the standings are currently winning in the 2nd quarter.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Meanwhile, Montana trying to climb back in the race in the West. Not having a good start. On 3rd down and short, Noel picks up the 1st down. 30 yards on 6 carries for Denver. 34 of you watching on Game Night. We appreciate your viewership here on the Virtual Football Network. You can see the Week 11 scores already in the book so far. Scrolling across your screen in the upper right-hand corner. We've had some great games this week. St. Louis and Portland may have been the best. A terrific finish in St. Louis. If you didn't catch that, and catch the highlights or watch the full game here on VFN. Derek Jackson for Denver back to work and near a 1st down. 7 of 8, 73 yards and a touchdown to start Derek Jackson's time in Denver. Blake Green down the field. That pass is complete. First down, Montana finally getting the offense moving down to the Dallas 32-yard line. Jackson's pass is off the mark. After Tuesday night, we will be done with Week 11. Every team will have played 10 games, and there will be an even 6 weeks left. That means 24 game nights remain after this one before we hit the playoffs. Rob Noel's got another first down. Denver's been really good on third down and short. They continue to keep Milwaukee's offense off the field. Blake Green, check down over the middle. That is near a first down. Actually, they're going to give it to him. First down for Montana. They are just outside the red zone. Give that video a like if you please. Motor City shuffling the deck here. They trail 7-0. Jackson, miscommunication. That's to be expected. We thought we'd see a little bit more of that early from Jackson, but he's fit in well so far. Second down and 8 coming up for Motor City on their own 28-yard line, and Montana is just outside the red zone. It's the game we are tracking the quickest, with the most intent. That's down to the 12-yard line. Blake Green is 8 of 10. Can the Silvertips get on the board? They dug themselves a 14-0 hole in the first 5 minutes of the game. Blake Green running play action right into pressure, as Ace Fennick gets a catch for the Mustangs offense. That's sacked by unclaimed linebacker Randy Coleman. Jackson now 8 of 11, hits his tight end, unclaimed Dylan Garday. And Denver is back in the red zone. A 39-yard field goal attempt coming up for Montana. That would be their first points on the board, and the kick is good. Silvertips no longer being shut out. Denver trying to get their second touchdown of the first half against the Stags defense. Garday with his third catch. King Richard hauled that last one in for the Mustangs. Second down and 1. Empty look here for Derek Jackson. Jackson over the middle. That pass is incomplete. Rob Noel couldn't hold on. I thought for a moment Jackson was going to be 2 for 2. Motor City on 4th and 1 elects to punt, so the Florida Sharks get another stop. 6:15 to go in the first half. They're up 7-0. Jackson going to throw on third down and short. The pass was a little late, and now it is 4th down and 1 for Denver. Decision time at the Milwaukee 8-yard line. Apollo's in the chat. Can I be a general manager? Sort of. You can influence every decision that we make to improve this team as a player on the field. You get a chance to vote on game plan adjustments as Derek Jackson fires into the end zone. It is intercepted. Will Shackelford with the pick, and Dallas with the catch all the way down to the Montana 20. A 49-yard catch for Rashawn Lockley. Derek Jackson on a rollout, and he had what looked to be a fullback in the back of the end zone, not running a good route at all. And Will Shackelford makes the play for Milwaukee. The Stags get a red zone takeaway. And for Shackelford, that is interception number 3 on the season. And the score remains 7-3. Back to what I was saying, Apollo. You can vote after a team loses. You vote on game plan adjustments, progression adjustments to try to help your team improve and get better. That's how we keep the league balanced and competitive all season long, no matter who is playing, as Grady makes a catch down to the 11-yard line. Dallas back into the red zone. Florida's got a punt on a 3-and-out following their stop. Wiseman deep down the field, wide open. Dejon Wright, who's gone a little bit quiet. Over the last couple of weeks, his first catch for a pickup of 25 yards. But here in the UFL, the power is to the players. Giving you the tools and directions to steer your ball club, as Jimmy Lorenzo's got 39 yards on 7 carries, but Motor City still being shut out. You know, Motor City started last week's game against San Jose in a hole. Terrain James breaks attack. Travius James, check that. Travius James with the touchdown. I have done that so often this season. That Terrain James just buried in my head from yesteryear. But Travius James, yet another touchdown run. That is an 11-yard gain.
70, Indy.
James continues his stellar season in the red zone. That is touchdown number 8. He is second in the league.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
In rushing touchdowns. Wow, Dallas putting the throttle to Montana. As I was saying about Motor City, they were shut out. Oh, Montana blocked the extra point. Scooped up by the kicker, but or by the holder. But a blocked extra point will make it a 20-3 ball game.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Motor City shut out against San Jose last week, but they had to. They almost came all the way back. In fact, they came back to tie the game against the Outlaws, but fell at the buzzer. Second down and 13 for Motor City as Jack Brown trying to get this offense moving and avoid a second straight game being shut out in the first half. Motor City on a 2-game losing streak. And against Chicago, they only had 3 points in the first half. No points last week against San Jose. Their offense has really struggled to get going. As you can see, the wind blowing at the back from left to right. So now in the face of Blake Green.
Go now. 18 Gator. Hey,
Pick your game up.
Let's go to Florida, where the Mustangs are at the Shark 38-yard line, trailing just 7-0. Milwaukee's got the football down just 3-7, but Adam Wiseman actually does a great job of stepping back in the pocket and buying himself more time. Nearly threw an interception there. He's 6 of 9 for 106 yards. Lorenzo on the carry for Milwaukee up to the, or for Motor City, check that, up to the 33-yard line. Often on game night, I struggled to get to my point. It's hard to have long, drawn-out thoughts on this broadcast. Ryan Venholten with a sack for Dallas. This has been a nightmare for Montana in the first quarter. The Dallas Talons look to be in mid-season form. They're ready for a playoff push. And Dallas could certainly use some championship football. That's for sure. Ace Fennig with a catch for Motor City. The Mustangs are almost in the red zone. Look at this uncorked ball from Blake Green. It's caught. No way did that just happen. Pass is hauled in by Jermichael Dixon, who just last week had the first kick return in league history. Watch Dixon go up for this as Richard got down inside the 5-yard line. As Dixon is falling down, and Montana finally with some juice in this first half up to the Dallas 31-yard line. All right, back to Florida, where the Mustangs trying to get their first offensive touchdown in the first half in 3 weeks. First and goal, Jack Brown gonna throw, fires into the corner, and James Walters looked like he was being held. He wanted a flag, no call. That's Jack Brown's second incompletion of the day. And Montana has also reached the red zone with 3:20 to go in the first half. Derek Jackson on a third down delivers, but it looks to be short for Denver. Jack Brown again throwing on second and goal. Can't find anybody open, and Brown is sacked again. The Florida Sharks, with under a minute to play in the first half, we knew their defense would come to play today. But the difference in the game right now is their offense, the 52-yard touchdown to Mark Anthony. Denver comes up just short of the sticks. They will have to punt. That game is almost to the half and is also pretty low scoring, 7-3. Denver protecting a 4-point lead, but still 2.5 for Milwaukee to do something with it. Beautiful punt return all the way out of the 36-yard line by Henderson. Now or never for Motor City as Blake Green goes to the end zone. That pass is knocked away. Brown, third down and goal. Has to find somebody on a crosser down inside the 10. Broken tackle down. He got it in. Touchdown, Motor City. Unbelievable play. And Florida's sitting there going, you got to be kidding me. DeMond Austin with the catch and a pick from Dallas in the red zone. Austin keeping his feet, and then he knocked the pylon over. Did he stay in bounds? Can we get a pylon cam look? Yeah, I think he did. Knocked the camera out. What an interception for Dallas. Look at this again, upper left-hand corner, Trevance Roberts with one hand as the receiver dragged him down. Another key mistake for Montana's offense, and Dallas takes over. Man, the Motor City Mustangs looked like all hope was lost on that third and goal play, but they scored from 16 yards out. DeMond Austin making an impressive play to tie the game at 7. Dallas Wright with the catch for Milwaukee gets the ball to the Denver 32, under 2 minutes to go in that first half.
Set, 60 or. Time to go, night. Big river.
Adam Wiseman will take the check down here for Milwaukee. They've got 90 seconds to try to get a touchdown on the board. Cameron Duty, 9 of 10 for 110 yards. You know, he doesn't have to do much. He's got a lot of talent around him. And Dallas has emerged as potentially, you know, the best team in the league. Salt Lake has something to say about that, I'm sure, at 9-1. But, man, the way Dallas is playing today has been pretty impressive. Florida does not have a ton of time to get points before the break, just 29 seconds and 2 timeouts. Milwaukee a little bit more time. Wiseman 10 of 13 for 141 yards. It is overcast in Denver today, but no significant weather expected. Sunny skies in Daytona Beach. 2nd down and 5 for Florida. 2 timeouts on the clock. Joe Francis has had a solid first half. That ball is complete for first down. Francis 6 of 9 for 84 yards and a touchdown. Cameron Duty's pass almost intercepted. Nice hops by that linebacker. And all 3 games are pretty similar in terms of time remaining on the clock. Usually one game will pull ahead of another, but not today. Milwaukee is going for a 47-yard field goal. Florida is potentially about to enter scoring position here from 47 yards away. Milwaukee's kick is good, so they get a field goal on the board just before the half. And they make it 7-6 in Denver. Stags trailing by just 1, and Milwaukee's probably saying, you know, what are we doing? It's a 1-win Denver team, but this Denver team almost beat the best record in the league, Salt Lake, last week, losing 45-37. Francis takes a check down. Sauce K is going backwards, so Florida is not going to be able to get into scoring position here. It's better than a sack, and Florida, because the game is tied, And they're just going to run the clock out, play it safe. You don't want to give Motor City any kind of momentum. If they were losing, they probably would have chucked it to the end zone. But don't want to lose any momentum in a 7-7 ball game at the break. Florida playing hard. The Mustangs finally get a touchdown in the first half. Both teams have some things to believe in the first half of action. Derek Jackson in his first game with Denver, 11 of 17, 100 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Dallas all over Montana, 20-3 in the waning seconds of the first half. That pass is incomplete. Dallas has 19 seconds left and 2 timeouts. They're trying to get into field goal range to expand this lead to 20 or more. Dustin Valdez, I appreciate that. Appreciate the commentary. Hopefully we can bring a face to the voice here, and it's not too disappointing. Rashad Lockley gets it up to the 45 of Montana. There goes Garday. Down to the 33-yard line of Milwaukee. Timeout Denver. So the Avengers might actually get a field goal before the break. 33 seconds and 1 timeout. 4 catches, 58 yards for Garday. As Florida and Motor City are about to start the third quarter. Well, it would be huge for Denver to answer Milwaukee's field goal with a quick one of their own in the final minute. Derek Jackson fires to the sideline and into the red zone down to the 19-yard line. 14 of 20 now in the first half, and Denver has 211 yards, although not the points they would like to show for it. And they can still take a shot to the end zone here with 12 seconds to go. Jackson dropping a throw. He will fire it out to the sideline, and Rob Noel will come up just a little bit short. Hey, can't fault that because Motor City scored on a little pass out of the running back just moments ago into the flat as time was running out. So Denver will get a field goal just before the first half of play. You can see Montana -6 rushing yards in the first half. It's all been on Blake Green, and it's all gone south for Montana. They're going to turn things around quick in the second half. A 33-yard field goal for Denver is up and good, and that's a 33 off your board. Wow, that was huge. So Milwaukee drives down the field, gets a field goal to cut it to 1, but Denver comes right back and gets 3 points of their own and makes it 10-6 with 2 seconds to go in the first half. Starting the second half in Montana, we're underway in the third quarter in Florida. Jack Brown, again, all kinds of time to throw, just takes a check down, but King Richard was standing out of bounds. How about an updated look at the leaderboards? Payne Price leads the way in rushing yards with 1,118 yards through 9 games. The top running back that is still unclaimed is San Jose's Derek Culberson, but he's all the way down to 18th on the running back charts, but still 703 yards. Shockingly, 0 touchdowns and 703 yards for Culberson. As you take a look at Blake Green's updated numbers, that's been one of the struggles for San Jose, but the Outlaws have been playing better now, 4-5, and they're hoping Nate Hall and Blue Crush can elevate the team to an even higher level. How about with passing yards? Jesse Long leads the way with 2,899 yards through 9 games. 13 touchdowns for Jesse Long, the top unclaimed quarterback in passing yards, is actually not even on the board. Brando Black, 14th on the list, was released this week by New York. Mackenzie Gray gets the start on Tuesday, already gobbled up and claimed. Adam Wiseman playing right now, second on the list, just 4 yards behind Jesse Long coming into the week, and ironically, Milwaukee trails by 4 right now to Denver. So nobody's across the 50 right now. Joe Francis stumps that on a check down, and on 3rd down and 3, Sauce K did not get the first, so Motor City's going to get the stop. How about in the receiving game? 990 receiving yards for Miami's Buck Wild. leads the way so far this season. Deep shot, Derek Jackson for Denver has the Avengers up to the Milwaukee 44-yard line, and that is another newcomer on this Denver team, the former Houston Herd receiver Devin Sparks, making his presence felt in the green and silver. Jason Williams finally able to find some rushing yards for Montana. 9 touchdowns also for Buck Wild, leads the league. You lead in yards and catches, you become an MVP candidate. Jimmy Lorenzo's updated numbers, 8 carries for 44 yards. Rob Noel, nice shifty move, picks up 3 yards. And Florida just got an interception. The Sharks back all the way down to the 1-yard line. Picked off by Calhoun. Jack Brown looking into the flat to try to extend the drive, and he stared down Ace Fennick. That was easy as you please from Calhoun. He gets it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Florida Sharks defense has put their offense in excellent position. You can see on the pylon cam just short. Right there at the 1-yard line for Calhoun. Sauce K, 12 carries, 42 yards in the game so far, trying to get that elusive touchdown.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 54 Mike.
K this season with just 2 rushing touchdowns on the season. They'll hand it off to K from 1 yard out, and he pushes forward for a score. Touchdown, Florida Sharks. They're back up 13-7. Meanwhile, Montana is in the red zone. Denver is threatening to get in the red zone, and there was no quit on the part of Sauce K right there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, another red zone score for Florida. They worked on that a few weeks ago. Things have been much better in that department as of late for the Sharks. 14 finally comes off the board. Actually, we had 14 on the board. My fault. 14-7, Sharks lead the Mustangs. Florida's back on top. Motor City has not led today. Back to Montana, where Blake Green's trying to get Montana's first touchdown on the board today. Down to the 5-yard line. 16 of 22, but 2 costly interceptions. Montana has just crossed the 200-yard mark. Derek Jackson on a 3rd down and 11. Tried to take a check down, but Noel was standing out of bounds, so Denver's going to have to settle for a 50-yard field goal. Third down and goal from the 5. Blake Green, end zone, touchdown Montana. Able to hold on to it. Gartner with the score. And the Silvertips not out of this quite yet. The 50-yard field goal for Denver is also good. So both 50 and 50 plus off the board here tonight, and it's the Avengers up by a full touchdown now, 13-6. Montana makes it 20-10. And Jesse, you're absolutely right. The Hugo games will carry over on Tuesday, so we get to play the first game and then play the second game. We've had 18 called numbers tonight. The record is 29. Adam Wiseman in the chat. Stop screwing around, offense. Milwaukee down 13-6. 8:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Montana's getting things back going. They're now down just 20-10. 7:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time left in Montana. That game far from over as the Silvertips trying to bounce back. Second down and 13. Motor City is the closest to scoring position right now. Jack Brown will take a check down to James Walters. Walters gets 10 of those, so a critical 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Mustangs.
On the set.
Mike Churchill on an end around. Almost got the first down for Milwaukee. Handoff Jimmy Lorenzo, and that was plenty of power right in between the guards. First down, Mustangs finding their groove in the run game. Second worst yards per carry this season at 3.6. Milwaukee also struggling on the ground. 18 yards on just 8 carries for McLongfellow, but he finds space to move the chains right there. Cameron Duty finds Lockley over the middle of the field, and he uses that speed to flip the 33s. Check that, that's Grady picking up 34 yards and a first down for Dallas. Handoff again, Jimmy Lorenzo, a lot of space. Lorenzo down to the 29-yard line, 82 yards on 11 carries for Jimmy Lorenzo. Another first down for Motor City, back and forth in Florida. Milwaukee fresh set of downs with 6:45 to go in the third. This time Henderson gets the end around. Milwaukee, probably your best team at end arounds. Motor City pretty good at them as well. As Dallas tosses that one out to Travius James, breaks a tackle. James eludes 2 defenders and gets to the red zone down to the 12. That was a terrific shoulder dip from Jimmy Lorenzo. Watch upper left-hand corner. Getting rid of 2 defenders. We get another look at it. Woo! The change of direction to make both miss, a thing of beauty there. 3rd down and 4 for Wiseman. That pass is caught. And Milwaukee keeps the drive alive, down 7 under 6 to go. Fergus Henderson having a nice game today. Dallas trying to answer back. Montana's touchdown, but that pass is incomplete. Motor City also driving down to the Florida 25-yard line. Jack Brown has Motor City into the red zone. 2 teams in the red zone, and Milwaukee threatening to get there. Cameron Duty back to throw for Milwaukee, and Lockley could not haul it in. McLongfellow got a carry for just 2 yards up to the Avenger 33-yard line. Tryon with the tackle. He was almost traded as part of a deal earlier this week, but stays on the squad. 3rd down and 10 for Cameron Duty. And Duty lost one near side. Did not have a lot of mustard on that one. Looking for Grady. You know, Lockley's been shut down pretty good today by Montana, but it hasn't mattered. Dallas's other weapons have stepped up, but they'll have to settle for a field goal here. Wiseman play fake, 3rd down and 3. Fires over the middle, caught by Dejon Wright down to the 1-yard line. And Motor City's got a 3rd down and 1. You can see the Florida defense trying to hype up the crowd. The Sharks looking for their first win at home this season. The field goal for Dallas is up and good. 23-10, still a 2-score game. 3rd down and 1 for Motor City. Lorenzo. Oh, I don't think he got it. They're marking him 4th and inches. Unclaimed linebacker Derek Marsh makes the play. 1st and goal at the 1 for Wiseman. He's going to drop the throw. Wiseman has got to get rid of it. He lost 13 yards. Frank Kessel with the sack. We'll get to the scoring here momentarily. Motor City's going to elect to kick the field goal. They are not going to go for it. They're going to take a 26-yard chip shot here for the Mustangs to make it 14-10, but Florida gets the stop. What a hit inside by Derek Marsh. And this Denver defensive front, who's been doing nothing all season, I think is showing Milwaukee that maybe it's all their problem on that offensive front. Wiseman again, play fake on 2nd and goal. Has to find someone open, and almost does. As down the sideline, Blake Green's got a completion to K. Marion, who's been quiet today, for a Montana first down. Third down and goal for Milwaukee. They had a first and goal at the 1 and chose to throw. Wiseman throws it out of bounds. What a mess at the end of that drive for Milwaukee. Man, when you're 1 yard away, you just got to be able to punch that in. And they will have to settle for a field goal. Dallas's kick was from 29 yards out. And Milwaukee's kick to make it 13-9. That was from 31 yards out. And there goes Sauce K down the sideline. Touchdown, Florida, 75 yards. We cannot keep up today. The first play of the drive for Florida. On a pitch. K with the hurdle. And he's out of there. What a hurdle from K in the open field. That's got to be his best run of the season. Florida has found their explosivity. Sauce K's previous long run of the season was 32 yards. And Florida takes a 21-10 lead. Oh my goodness. Motor City's got to be thinking, what is happening right now? Jason Williams has a first down for Montana. They're in Dallas territory. They're only down 2 touchdowns. I'm going to get caught up on the chat here. I got a Robert Henson bingo potentially as Motor City's up to the 24-yard line. Card number 3. Ah, yes, 23 is a number that we have not mentioned, and that is a good number. So that is a bingo, Robert Henson, our first of the night.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Get it.
Milwaukee's red zone offense or goal line offense definitely going to be looking at prioritizing that run down to the 1-yard line. Yeah, just as Adam Wiseman said, maybe we need to look at goal line offense. Second down and 10 for Motor City. Florida has used 3 big plays to jump out to an 11-point lead. A 52-yard catch by Mark Anthony, an interception that was brought all the way down to the 1-yard line, and then a 75-yard Sauce K run as Derek Jackson gets another first down for Denver on 3rd down and short. Third down and 2 for Jimmy Lorenzo. He did get the first down. Boy, that was close. Montana's in the red zone, but it's 3rd and long coming up at the end of the 3rd quarter. Car number 17 for Miss Henson, and that is good. That is our second of the night.
Let's go now. 60 or. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got
Deep shot in the back of the end zone for Montana. That is no good. Lorenzo almost, or check that, Austin almost got to the outside. Austin had that great touchdown, 10 carries as well. The backs very involved in the offense for Motor City today. End of the 3rd quarter in Denver. The Avengers up 13-9. The Sharks up 21-10. No quitting these two teams. A 36-yard field goal for Montana is up and good. Derek Jackson with his 4th carry. He's got 22 yards, a big 3rd down and 2 coming up here in the 4th quarter for Denver. A critical 3rd down and 3 here for Motor City, down 21-10. Brown's pass is caught by Walters to the Florida 45-yard line. Rob Noel on a counter is going to be dropped short. Dropped for a loss. 2nd TFL for Milwaukee's linebacker, and on 4th down and 3, I think Denver's going to have to punt this away. Big time stop for Milwaukee.
Ready.
Mike 51. Check.
Yeah, I did get the distance on the field goal that made it 23-10. We had a lot of action going on at once at that time. I did feel like I put it on the board. It was a 39-yard field goal. 39 is that number from that. Oh, actually, no, I did not get that on the board. Good call, Nate. Denver just went for a 55-yard field goal. And did he hit that? No, he missed it wide right. Wow. Denver had all the distance on that kick as Neil Rivers has a 1st down, but just inaccurate. That would have been a big kick, put Denver up by 6. There goes Churchill, and it's a touchdown. 55 yards, Milwaukee opens it up, and just like that, the Stags take the lead. How does Mike Churchill get that wide open? Churchill has been on a tear. That is his 9th touchdown of the season, tied for the league lead, as Motor City's field goal is good. Travius James up to 78 yards on 12 carries with a stellar run. You can see it on replay in the upper left-hand corner. Motor City also got a field goal. Man, it just feels like the action here today has not slowed down at all. And after all the great work that Denver has done all day long, just like that in one play, they now trail by 3 points. That field goal from Motor City, quite the hefty one, a 53-yarder. 50-plus already on the board. So we have a 10-point game in Montana, although Dallas is threatening. We have a 3-point game in Denver, an 8-point game in Florida. Cameron Duty to the end zone, almost picked. That would have been a momentum-changing play. You could see Derek Jackson in the second half, 6 of 7 for 50 yards. He's 21 of 28 in his debut. Denver has outgained Milwaukee today. And Jackson, good call, Henson on number 9. That is also off the board. 2nd down and 2 for Florida. 21-13. And Joe Francis down the sideline. There goes Florida again. Touchdown, Sharks. This one a 67-yard score. Tyson Gordon, one of the players boosted in the run route department this week for the Sharks. And we have not seen this Florida Sharks offense looking like this at any point this season. Motor City is stunned. A coming out party for the Sharks. The most points they have had all season coming into the game was 24. And with this extra point, that'll give Florida 28. Extra point is good. The home fans being treated to some offense for a change. Derek Jackson trying to get away. Milwaukee's got another sack. Momentum swinging the way of the Stags with 9.5 to go in the fourth quarter. The sirens are blaring. Motor City's got some work to do. 10:19 to go. They have not led in this ball game. Derek Jackson going long on second down at 14. Almost picked off the deflection. Denver no longer with their jump ball threat. Rene Leon making his debut in Houston tonight in prime time against Tennessee. Josh Zirkle and Chris Curtis on the call. And by the way, happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Jackson, third down and 14, and that never stood a chance. Milwaukee, after the Mike Churchill touchdown, steps up defensively. That's Will Shackelford, who had a red zone interception early. And remember, Denver missed a 55-yard field goal. They also threw a pick in the end zone. They trail by 3, and those are points they wish they had right now. Brown trying to set up the screen to Austin, and he can't get away, actually lost a yard. Let's see, we're going to stay with Motor City as they are a trailing team right now. Dallas has the football back, up 23-13. Remember, Dallas led 14-0 in the first 5 minutes of this game. Since then, Montana has outscored the Talons 13-9. But Dallas's back-to-back fast starts have really helped them to pull ahead in recent weeks. Cameron Duty on the run, trying to get the first down, broke a tackle and got it. What a run from Cameron Duty. Very underrated quarterback in this league.
Set, ready, 18, Gator.
Duty to the sideline. And it's fourth down for Motor City. What are they going to do with 9:02 to go, down 2 scores? And they're in their own territory. They're probably going to punt it. But it's close. And wow, Portia Henson has a second Yugo. The New York Lightning are cleaning up in the Yugo department tonight. Let's see, does Ron Haynes have our 4th of the night? Oh, card 4. Looking at the wrong card. I was going to say you are not close. Yep, card 4 is good. Look at Sauce K, 14 carries, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns this entire season. What a throw from Adam Wiseman to the 46-yard line of Denver. First down. First catch for Parrish. I don't know how Wiseman, look at the arm strength to get it all the way across the field. And Parrish keeping the feet in bounds. Motor City did punt it away. They desperately need a stop with 8:25 to go. Let's go to Montana, where the Silvertips need a stop. Under 6 minutes to go. Denver is challenging that catch. I think they're going to lose that. Sauce K changing direction. K, what a run for 4 yards. Sauce K is feeling it right now.
Let's go, 50, plant.
57 to Mike. Danny.
Hand off for K, another first down, 129 yards, 17 carries. A breakout day for Sauce K. Florida over 300 yards of offense. Montana knocks that pass away. Big third down and 11 coming up here. The Silvertips are desperate for a stop. Denver needs a stop. 7:11 to go in the fourth quarter. It's been all Milwaukee in the fourth. McLongfellow down to the 37-yard line. How does Neil Rivers get that wide open? Down to the Montana 39. Inexcusable there from Montana's defense. Dallas up to 362 total yards, 8 catches for Neil Rivers. There's McLongfellow, first down, Milwaukee, as they continue to churn the clock. Sauce K, another handoff.
30 base.
His 19th carry, a big 3rd down and 4 coming up here for Motor City. They have got to get a stop right now. All 3 teams with the football have the lead. Travius James still on his feet down to the 33-yard line. Denver, Montana, Motor City, all in need of stops. Francis, 3rd down and 4, caught on the sideline, 1st down. Michael Joseph with his 2nd grab of the day, and Florida will get to run more time off the clock. Cameron Duty, fire, oh, triple coverage. That was dangerous. That could have easily been a pick 6. Montana's defense got to make a play.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
41st offensive play for Milwaukee. Denver's been on the field a lot more. Wiseman going long down the sideline, 3rd down, no, and Denver gets the stop with 4:58 to play. Morris and the Silvertips defense just got the stop. Hitting Travius James in the backfield, that's a rarity. Dallas right, forcing the defender out of bounds. And I think Motor City just challenged that catch. They lost the challenge, so now they're down to 2 timeouts. Look at the wind in Montana. Oh, that punt is still a live ball, and wow, Montana did not touch it. The wind in the face of the punter, 20-mile-an-hour gust, 20-mile-an-hour wind, I should say, consistently in this game. And that was almost a disaster for Montana. It almost hit one of the returners. Blake Green going long, has Williams out of the backfield, 1st down to the 42. All right, now Denver has the football back down 3, but they're pinned inside their own 10-yard line. Jackson throwing underneath, but that's not open. Under 3 to play, Montana down 10. They have done well to stay alive in this football game. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Florida with 5:21 to go. 2nd down and 7 for Derek Jackson and the Avengers, and he goes down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and 8, Blake Green's pass intercepted. There goes Dallas again. Another pick 6 for the Talons, and this game is over. Another horrible interception by Blake Green, who's probably at his worst start of the season. That ball not even close. Ouch. That pick 6 goes for 49. Motor City going to get the ball back, 4:51 down, 2 touchdowns. Denver just trying to give their punter some room, I think. I mean, they're in no man's land. That extra point is good. We are now under 5 minutes to go in all games, so 49 and 30 are your final numbers off the board. We reached 27 called numbers tonight for Hugo. This is Jack Brown, fire to the sideline. That is incomplete. Wiseman today, 16 of 24, 269 yards, a touchdown, and no interception.
Go, set, 10-2 stop. I'm here all day. Ready, go.
Jack Brown over the middle into a crowd, not much going there. Denver's got 2 timeouts. They need a stop Milwaukee's had all the momentum in this fourth quarter as Frank Castle makes a tackle. If Denver were to lose, it would be their fourth one-score loss in the last 5 games. They have not won since February. Adam Wiseman, play action, first down, Dallas right. Timeout, Denver with 2:20 to go. And he maybe with the final Hugo of the night. Yeah, got it on the second row. Oh, we got Hugo, maybe think outside the box. Yeah, top row, you got it. I can't remember, Think, are you on a team? Do you have a favorite team? Is that your first Hugo win this year? As Jack Brown dumps that off, the Mustangs have under 4 minutes to play. They trail 28-13. Two-minute warning in Montana, and this Silvertips game all boils down to turnovers. Ace Phoenix got it to midfield for Motor City. The Mustangs not dead yet, but they got to score quickly. Denver has no timeouts left. It is 3rd down and 9 coming up for Milwaukee. They can put the game away after the 2-minute warning.
Go now. 70, Indy.
All right, Think, well, who do you want to apply those Hugo winnings to? A +5 attribute boost to any team? Let me know in the chat. It is your decision. And then I'll let the team decide from there. On a 3rd down and 1, Montana's got a first down. And Denver gets the stop. Wiseman is sacked in the backfield, so the Avengers are going to get one more opportunity. King Richard breaks a tackle, and Motor City gets a first down with 3:12 to go. All right, thanks. Giving it to Motor City. So the Mustangs are going to get a +5. I will ask the team how they want to apply it later down the line. Thanks for playing, Think, and congrats on the win. I know the Mustangs thank you as well.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Motor City, 2:38 to go in the fourth quarter as Jack Brown fires that down to the 24 of Florida. 2.5 to go. Time running out on the Mustangs. Time running out on the Avengers. Montana is into the red zone. Denver has 1:15 left and no timeouts. It's the most difficult situation to get a score in the UFL. Jack Brown going to the end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Motor City. They are not done yet. Carnes into the end zone. An extra point will make it a 1-point game, or a 1-score game. Wow, great footwork right at the pylon from the Mustangs. There you see the pylon cam. Denver's got 45 seconds in the no huddle. Deep shot is incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and inches, and Denver's got to go. Jason Williams under a minute to go in Montana, down to the 6, but too little too late from the Silvertips. Ron, just how you would apply it any night to you or a teammate on Miami in the UFL Bingo channel. 4th and inches for Denver. Can Derek Jackson convert? Jackson going long. The pass is caught down to the 47-yard line. They have no timeouts. The Motor City extra point is good, so 28-20. Denver has no timeouts right now. 22 seconds left. They got to get up to the line. Anything in the field of play could be a death nail to the Avengers trying to come back. Jackson looking for somebody to get open. It takes a sack. That's going to be it. Carnes with the takedown. The clock is going to run out on Denver. They do not have enough time to get back up to the line and make a play. Meanwhile, Montana has a touchdown. They're not going to win the game, but they're going to make the score look more respectable. That is a final in Denver. The Avengers fall again by 1 score. And Milwaukee, thanks to a 55-yard touchdown from Mike Churchill, survives with a terrific fourth quarter. Milwaukee improves to 5-5, just a game behind the Cincinnati Vultures in the Great Lakes Division. That 7-0 was the difference. Look at Joe Francis's numbers, 13 of 17, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. Motor City is down 8. They need a stop right now. Florida, for as well as they've played today, still having to contend with a Mustang comeback. Motor City with 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning, 2nd down and 8 with 2:11 on the clock. Onside kick knocked around but is recovered by Dallas. Neil Rivers, 8 grabs for 66 yards on the day for the Talons. Handoff to Soske. He is stuffed. Okay, so Motor City, no timeouts. The only way they can stop the clock now is with the 2-minute warning. It is a 3rd down and 7 for the Sharks. It's gut check time. Can Florida put it away, or is Motor City going to get one last shot at it?
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Joe Francis, 3rd and 7. They're going to throw. Francis lost the ball, picked up by a Shark offensive lineman, but it is 4th down. They'll have to punt at the 2-minute warning. Oh, you must be joking. Travius James near a 1st down. Montana burning through their timeouts in a 10-point game, and Florida's got to punt the football away. 2 minutes left. Motor City still has a shot. Deep kick from the Sharks. Down to the 25-yard line. Josh Zirkle and Chris Curtis standing by tonight for the 3-6 Tennessee Ramblers, coming off a win at the 4-5 Houston Herd, who have lost a couple straight. Both teams trying to get back into the playoff picture. Should be a fun one tonight from Houston. Rene Leon's debut for the Herd. Jack Brown throws it at the ankles of an intended target with 1:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Dallas went for the gusto on 3rd down. It's knocked away, so Montana is going to get the ball back. They are pesky. They just will not let Dallas get on the bus. Jack Brown over the middle. That's caught to the 35-yard line, and oh no, they said he was short. I am surprised at the call. Down to 14 seconds left for Montana. 1:33 to go for Motor City. They're in the exact same situation as Denver with no timeouts. And it's even worse for Motor City because they need a touchdown to win the ball game, but Jack Brown is going to be sacked. Rice with the takedown for Florida. That is the 5th sack for the Florida Sharks. And the struggles for Motor City up front continue. Down to 1:10 to go in the 4th quarter. It's 4th down and 8 for Motor City. Now or never for the Mustangs. Brown will go deep down the field. It is hauled in on a choke ball down to the 49-yard line. Deep ball for Montana. That is swatted away. And Dallas holds on for the win. They are now in sole possession of 1st place in the Great East Conference. They win 30-20. 1st and 10, 46 seconds to go for Motor City, down 8. Mustangs in the thick of it still here. Up to the Florida 44-yard line, but they gotta go. Jack Brown's 31st completion of the night. Hawkins' 7th catch.
Hurry.
2nd down and 3, 25 seconds for the Mustangs. Brown sideline, and I think that's smart from Austin to just drop it. 23 seconds left. Motor City, if they get one more pass in the field of play, maybe they could get one more play off. It is tight. If they get out of bounds, they can stop the clock. Brown, deep ball, that is caught going inside of the 25-yard line by Ace Fennick. Motor City's got to go. 10 seconds left. They got 3 seconds left on the runoff. Down to 7, down to 6. Motor City trying to dash the hopes of Florida's faithful and come back in this game. Brown, no time on the clock. He is sacked for the 6th time today. Monte Jefferson with the takedown. The ball game is over. Florida has won their second game in the last 4. The Sharks hang on. Another valiant comeback from Motor City. A slow start, but an impressive finish for the Mustangs. But it's the 3rd straight loss for Motor City. And with Milwaukee's win, they fall to 3rd place in the Great Lakes Division, 2 back of Cincinnati. The Mustangs searching for some answers. Motor City and Florida's final stats available on their individual live stream in the video section here of VFN. Cue the outro. A game night that seemed to never stop with the highlights. We had it all tonight. It was fast-paced, fast and furious. It has us here at headquarters gasping for air. Your final scores: Dallas takes down Montana 30-20. Milwaukee comes back to beat Denver 16-13. And Florida holds on for their second win of the season and beats the Mustangs 28-20. I'm UFL co-founder Cameron Irvine. From all of us at the Virtual Football Network, we'll see you back here for primetime. Clear those cards and get ready for Tennessee and Houston. It's coming up next right here on VFN.